Hey guys, welcome to your weekend edition Love and General reading. This is for the element of water. So if you are Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for the weekend of June 10th through 12th, 2022. So I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully you get some clarity. Also, if you're wanting to book a personal or private reading, be sure to email me for a price list if you don't already have it. If you want to reach me by phone, make sure you're registered at bill per call. Request your callback. And then if I don't get back to you that same day, I'll get back to you within a 7-day time frame. Also, be sure to check me out on Patreon for the monthly Venus sign readings. And check me out on TikTok. Okay, so the overall energy, I have the star. And we have the sun. We've got the 8 of Wands. We have the 8 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, the Hermit, the 10 of Wands, and the High Priestess. All right, so what I'm getting is that you may receive some good news, or you might just feel excited, motivated. Maybe you are keeping yourself busy, but you're doing things that are fun. You definitely could be in a creative mood this weekend as well. Maybe you're writing. If you are athletic, you could be into any type of sports, some sort of activities that you're going out to do. If you have children, maybe you are rooting for them at some sort of game. And then it looks to like so much is given, like being bestowed on you. Like you have so much abundance, and it seems like prayers are being answered, or the universe is responding to your prayers. And I feel like you are also just like, there's a lot of things being shown to you to give you faith, to give you reassurance. However, it seems like you are still doubting something, or you start to lose focus, or overthink, or get into your head. Maybe it seems like it's not enough confirmation, or let's say you get some good news and it's like, oh, good news. You just won $1 million, and you're like, oh my God, that's great news. And then all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, but I told so-and-so I was going to help them if I ever came into some money. And then if I do that, I can't leave that person hanging. And then I got to take care of my own bill. You just like go off on a whole tangent. And it's like, wait. Like, this is good news. Like, stop overthinking, stop worrying about this, that, and the other. So I feel like even though there's good things happening around you and you were excited just a minute ago, something happens where all of a sudden you are in disarray, or, just having anxiety about something. I also feel that there may be a situation where maybe there's a lot around you, a lot happening around you, and a lot of positive things happening around you. And even though you feel happy about these things, somehow you make it about yourself and start feeling like, oh, I'm happy for them, but I wish that was happening to me, or blah, blah, blah. When is it going to be my turn? And it does get a little pity party-ish. Something happens where you start to feel like a victim, or you go into some sort of victim mentality, or feeling hopeless or helpless. Now, also, it could be that you are just like being entertained by movies and films, and they just start to affect your psyche some way. Whatever's going on in the movie, you got too invested into it, and you know, you just start feeling so bad. But it's like, it's just a movie. Although even if it is, you know, based off of true stories, or you know, someone had to experience something, I feel like maybe you do get kind of lost into whatever it is that you're watching. Now, you also might be feeling very intuitive this weekend, or maybe you're waking up from a dream, something you dreamed about, like you had like this premonition. It was so crystal clear, but when you woke up, I don't know, you just started having anxiety about it. I feel like if you get invited to things this weekend, you feel you're not feeling up to it. I feel like you just rather stay to yourself. You kind of go into hermit mode. Something happens where you start to self-reflect and, you know, take some sort of a self-analysis of yourself or your situation. You know, so I'm not sure what happens, but it's like you were in a mood, but then you're not in the mood anymore. Those of you that study astrology, I feel like you might end up going down some sort of sad rabbit hole. You know, so be cautious with that. You start looking at your birth chart and thinking, you know, oh no, I've got this in my chart, I got that. You know, this something terrible is gonna happen. Like, you just start thinking. It is a little bit of paranoia. So you just have to let go of that. It's crazy because it seems like too, like you also are feeling, or may start to feel, overwhelmed, and feeling like responsible for everybody else's situation. You also, maybe you are overextending yourself, because maybe you are trying to share your resources with everybody. You know, you just want to help everybody. And then it leaves you feeling like, who's going to help me? Or you just feel too thin, and you feel like maybe you took on too much. So yeah, overall energy does also have to do with like generosity and sharing, but it looks like maybe you get to the point where you're sharing too much. Also, some of this anxiety is happening because you're doubting your intuition. I feel like you're beating yourself up about something, and you know, all that doubt, it weighs heavily on you. I feel like you should, you know, go with your first mind. Your first mind said this, yes, you know, this is good news, this is clarity, this is excitement. And then you don't believe something, and then you start to feel gloomy. So I feel like you need to just trust your first mind. You also may be having anxiety about the outcome of a situation, and trying to find out like all this information about your future, or just whether you read cards, or if you're just like asking internally what's going to happen. I feel like the outcome is blocked because it depends on the actions that you take. And if you aren't doing anything, if you are kind of like stuck, moping, or just dealing with anxiety, then nothing can happen. You know, I can't read your outcome because you haven't done anything. Also, don't try to rush something. You might be trying to rush into something, or you want something to hurry up and happen, which can also give you anxiety, because this is indicating that something you want or desire takes patience. And something is developing. You just can't see it. You can't see the progress. Maybe you feel something happening, but because you don't have physical proof of something, maybe the universe is sending you signs about something, but because you don't have physical proof, you just start to doubt things. Okay, I'm getting someone being a night owl or having insomnia, or something at least is like, yeah, something's keeping you up at night. Okay, I feel like she's saying something in regards to the key to unlock something is within or going to be revealed in a dream. I almost feel too like someone is giving you access to their private thoughts or private information or access to their heart. I feel like someone wants you to have access to something. Maybe someone trusts you, or maybe someone just wants you to see something. Someone could just literally be giving you their passcode so that you could do something for them from your end. Especially too if someone not works in necessarily has to work in IT or whatever, but you know, when you can give someone control of your laptop from a remote, like something seems like remote, like you're giving someone remote access so that they can fix something that's going on with your laptop or your phone or something. Something else I was getting. But overall, it does look like you guys are also needing to just kind of trust the process. If you're a writer, I feel like you might get writer's block. Take a break, but not too long. Oh my God. We all know how that can go as a writer. Some of you may be feeling stuck or trapped in your job. You're like, is this my life? Is this my career? And I don't know, it's giving you stress. It's, you know, maybe you're wondering what to do. Maybe you feel like, do I really stay at this job, but I really need the money? Where else do I go from here if I quit? Yeah. You might be asking a bunch of questions like that, and then you haven't taken any action towards finding a new job. Or if you're trying to start your own business, like you're just thinking about it, but you haven't done anything to actually start your own business. So something seems like you feel stuck in regards to your career or finances. I do feel like maybe someone wants their independence, or is starting to feel like a burden. Maybe you feel like a burden to someone. You're like, oh, I'll be glad when I get out of this position so that I can be independent and I don't have to be a burden. If you are feeling chills, or if you're feeling some sort of unusual energy, it could be a deceased relative nearby. Matter of fact, spirits could be coming to you. I don't want to say in droves. That sounds scary. But it's possible spirits are coming to you for whatever reason. You might be some sort of spirit portal, or something may be activated by transit. that is attracting a lot of spirits to you. And you're like, why is all these spirits coming to me? Some of you, I feel like if you're single, like once, you know, at moments you are happy and don't care and feel like you're living your life like it's golden. And then you might switch and be like, but is this going to be forever though? Like, what's happening? You know, and you just start to overthink something. It's a anxiety attack. If you're an empath, this might not even be your energy. Also, romantically, I feel like there is someone who wants to connect with you, who's thinking about you, and you can feel it. Could be an air sign. Could be Virgo. Could be Leo. Okay, some of you might be feeling some type of way because you want to help, like you need to nurture, and maybe you're not having an opportunity to do that. Okay, I feel like you are also maybe setting some sort of boundaries for yourself. If you're in school, you might need to stand up to your teacher or instructor. I feel like you might need to stand up to that person, professor. I don't know, maybe they're giving you a hard time. Maybe you don't believe something that they're saying. They may just be challenging your beliefs. Something also could be going on where if it's not school, like you go to church, or if there is like what do you call it, like a guru that you follow. I feel like something's going on where maybe you are defending yourself or you're asking some sort of question. You seem very demanding about wanting to know the answer to something. Maybe there's something that isn't jiving with you and you're trying to, you're calling someone out. You could be getting defensive with what someone is telling you. Also, like if you have an astrologer that you go to or listen to, it may be something that they're saying where you're like, hold up, like you're saying this, and well, what does that mean? If this, I feel like you're taking offense to it for whatever reason, or you're taking something kind of personal. Not saying that you don't have a right to. I just kind of feel like for whatever reason, something that they say makes you feel really defensive. It was funny. I was just talking about that with somebody today too. We share the same beliefs in regards to taking responsibility or viewing everything as you pushed out, basically. Like your reality is nothing but extensions of yourself. And we both kind of agree on, like, you know, when bad things happen, you know, like, hey, like, why did that happen? Like, there's a lesson for it. Instead of, you know, being like, oh, you know, life hates me. It's like, no, it's a different attitude. It's like, no, like, this is my life. Matter of fact, I created it. So why did I make this happen? Why did I create this situation? I'm supposed to be learning something from it. So it's like, I feel like there's more power in claiming something that you created, and, you know, just trying to figure out, like, what's the lesson in it. Now, something also is indicating that there's a decision that you need to make, and maybe your decision is going to affect many other people. So you're afraid about the decision that you need to make. Let's say you got a promotion at your job, which means that you would no longer be in charge of that department. But if you take this promotion, that means that they're going to shut down that department, and you have, you know, close working and personal relationships with the people that were working under you. So you start to worry about, like, well, what's going to happen to them? Like, where are they going to go if I take this position? And it's like, hey, this is your life. That job is being offered to you, but it's like you want to make both a selfless and selfish decision, and you're torn. So there's some sort of decision that you may need to make that is going to affect other people. So you're just kind of concerned about what you should do. I feel like you should take your time. Something is just saying you need to quiet your mind and just trust that the decision that you make is the right one. Yeah. I also feel like maybe there's anxiety about moving for somebody, either moving or going on some sort of trip. I don't know if someone has a fear of planes, flying, or if someone's concerned about moving in. They're like, if I move in, like, is it going to work? Are we going to be able to get along? Like, something's going on where I feel like maybe this may be dealing with a trip or a move. People also may be waiting for you to make some sort of decision. All right, so let's look at some energy cards. What additional messages are there for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? See, blossoming abundance, storm warning, woman holding a coin, overall energy, the temple path. Okay, so that's confirming with the main reading as far as you having like some big abundance. And it seems to like maybe something is happening out of the blue. Maybe you come into a windfall of money or some sort of windfall of abundance, some sort of opportunity just like sweeps in and you're like, oh man, what should I do? Like what am I going to do with this situation? So I feel like something is part of your path. Something is part of your path. And whatever decision you make is going to create some sort of changes, maybe some sort of drastic changes. Spiritually, something may happen where, like I was talking earlier, about you feeling some type of way about someone who's like a guru, astrologer, teacher. But whatever it is, I feel like you're being challenged with something that's being taught, or something that you're learning on your own is challenging you. And I don't know, old ideologies may fall by the wayside with you, and you could adopt some sort of new belief. I also feel like something is part of your path. Now this isn't like a necessarily a synchronistic number, but 42 itself is standing out to me. I don't know if the number 42 is like a message for you. I don't know if that is someone's age. I don't know if that is, 4-2, someone's date of birth. But, something about that 42 is standing out for me. Something may be confirmation. Now, you also may need to literally prepare for a storm. I don't know if lights could go out, or if maybe you need to get to the store before something happens. Or maybe you may be forced to move unexpectedly, like you weren't expecting to have to move. Let's say someone left you a house, you inherited something, you're like, oh wow, I inherited a house, but it's like 2,000 miles away. Like, what am I going to do? So something like that could happen. But for the most part, I feel like whatever is happening is positive. I just think you might be overthinking it. All right, so hopefully these messages help, but feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.